All right, this is modeling warm-up number 7, and again, it's for a grade. And so we've got another section view. We've got this part. Looks not very many dimensions, but it's different. It's rounded. So there is some different ways we can do it. But I'm going to show you a way to use the offset tool today, which is a really helpful tool. We've used it before, but hopefully um, this will help. So what I see is I see two circles, and normally when things are dimensioned or circles, you won't see an overall dimension, and you won't see a dimension going this way because the circles take care of that. And normally these are what we call tangent, meaning that they're smoothed right here. So the section view cuts it here so we can see how deep that is. So that's 1.25. So the overall thickness is 0.25. And then this is in 0.125. So what I would want to do is probably your first extrusion, half of that, or we could make the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing and then cut. So we're going to make the whole thing 0.25 and then cut in the other part by using the offset tool. All right, so here we go. So we're going to start first by making two circles. We're going to review the horizontal tool as well. So I'm going to go back to my demo. So I'm going to start a sketch in the front view. Right click, zoom normal. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make just a circle. And then I'm going to make another circle. And I'm not even going to worry about them being in line. Because I can line them up, we know how to do this. It's the horizontal tool. So I'll choose the horizontal tool, choose the origin, then choose this, and it moves it up so they're in line. Also, if we look at our sketch, they're equal. So we're going to make them equal for right now. And then we'll go ahead and dimension it too. And since the radius is 0.5, that means our diameter is, say it in your own head, double the radius, so it will be 1. So I'm going to use the equal first. Click both. Now they're equal. Then I'm going to choose my dimension tool, and I'm going to make this a diameter of 1. Okay, now we have to space this. It's still blue even though it's equal. So we can put our dimension here, and if we go back to our drawing, we can get that here. It's 2. So I'm going to put 2 in. But now we got to connect this thing. So there's a couple ways we could do it. We could take our line tool and just draw it back and forth. We could also just use a rectangle. So I'm going to take my rectangle tool, I'm going to line up with the origin, and then find the top of my circle. Then I'm going to go across, find the middle of that one, and I'm going to go down until I lock the center. So now it should be all constrained, and then when I draw it in, I shouldn't have to use any dimensions. So this is all ready to go. I'm going to click the check, and I'm going to extrude, and I'm going to choose all the shapes that I want to extrude, and the default is 1 inch, so I'm going to go back. Here it's 0.25. I'm going to do 0.25. Click the check. Now I've got to do this next part, which is like the little cut in. So it's 0.25 smaller, but everything else is the same. There's no other dimensions because it's going to be 0.25 no matter where we're at, and then we extrude it in 0.125. So I'm going to start a sketch here, and our review tool is going to be the project geometry because we want the outside of this. So we're going to project geometry. So we click on it and it draws it in. Now here is the new tool. So the offset tool is right here. So we're going to choose offset. And I've got to select all of the parts that I want to make an offset of. And then I'm going to start to drag it in. So just till it gets in. Then I can press the D key. So D for dimension. If I press D, this pops up. And I'm going to put 0.25 in because that makes it 0.25 smaller. And that's it. That's all we have to do. It's already all black. It's fully constrained. So we click the check. I'm going to extrude. Click inside that part. Choose remove. I don't want to go all the way through, so I'll do 0.125. And then I click the check. And there's our part. Pretty sweet. So pull the properties. Make sure it's saved in your folder, and that's